Welcome to the After Party Hangover. I am your host, Mangria Fuel. And as some of you know, I have been gone for a while. Um, to answer the question bluntly, I have been incarcerated for the past 86 days. Uh, the battle's not over yet, but things are looking very good. As you can see, I've been released. Zero bail. That's 0 cents because it made 0 cents that I was locked up in the first place. But yeah, I just didn't want to leave anybody in the dark. I've missed doing this dearly. The After Party Hangover, APPW. Unfortunately, Ear Candy is done with for good, but it's fine. Now I only have to do 2 shows, so maybe I can make more. But um, no, just wanted to inform my now 31 listeners. Thank you for that. I don't know how that happened. I guess when you get locked up, it boosts your ratings. But yeah, just I got a lot of catching up to do on wrestling. Um, and I'm gonna try and put out as many APPWs as possible. It's gonna be great to get the band back together. The boys, the After Party Hangovers, shall return as much as possible, as much as I can. Um, as far as yeah, I still got to catch up with a ton of Steel Real After Party episodes. I think I'm down like six, I believe, 6 or 7. I'll listen to those over and over and over and over and over again, and I will review them soon. Um, yeah, and shop.spreadshirt.com/Still Real After Party has 2 new shirts. Actually, they have several new shirts, but just recently they added 2 new shirts. One is the hashtag free Mangria shirts, which I've purchased. Feel free to purchase. There's a sale for the next 3 days, I believe, 20% off. And the I don't get hangovers, I record hangovers, a new shirt representing the After Party Hangover. The tripod sessions, of course, with Julius underscore Caesar and the great Bretsky 99 and myself, Mangria Fueled. Go ahead and go over there and check it out. Pick them up because, like I said, there's a sale. So if you hurry, you're 31 listeners, you can pick up some sweet merchandise. But yeah, I just wanted to. I know every week I would try to have a special celebrity cameo as an intro. Well, this week you're getting me. Uh, I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. I have returned and I shall stay, God willing. That's another thing. While incarcerated, I have strengthened my relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm not going to shove it down people's throats because I know that always turns out bad. But, ladies and gentlemen, God is good. He listens to your prayers, and I'm living proof that the power of prayer works. I have been released. I'm always going to preach. I'm going to spread the good news, but I'm not going to force it down anyone's throat. But if you guys do want to read a book that did help me out, of course, there's the Bible. I'm reading that. There's a book by Rick Warren. It's called The Purpose Driven Life. I read that book while in jail. It pretty much changed the way I look at everything. It was a life-changing book. So I highly recommend that. And yeah, just when you're in your deepest, darkest moments, that's kind of like Jesus using a megaphone saying, hey, you're in trouble. I'm here. I'm here. Just reach out, just call out. And I did. And very dedicated. And my wife, Mrs. Mangria, who you've seen a number of times on here, she's the love of my life, and she helped me greatly as well. She stepped up big time. Got a great lawyer. God blessed us with a great lawyer. God blessed me with a hell of a wife. And God answered the prayers. And here I am. So, God willing, you will get more content from myself. Also, I'm going to be supporting the Steel Real After Party brand as well. And we have the great Bretsky. He has his own podcast, the Faux Pod. You know that. And Andy with an I, Steel Real Pregame. So support the brand, support the Steel Real After Party. You can listen to that on iTunes, of course. They usually do pre and post pay-per-view shows, so you at least get 2 a month. And the After Party Hangovers now returning. I will cover NXT and AEW to the best that I can. And yeah, I have retired Linda's Bush because now I will hail our Lord Jesus Christ. But now the boys are back in town. The band is back together. Enjoy the return of the After Party Hangover, episode 70, Resurrection. All right, guys. Now I gotta chop this up on put everything together. So enjoy. Recording. Okay. See if I remember how to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the After Party Hangover, and these are the Tripod Sessions. I have returned from the dead. I am your host, Mangria Fueled, one of the hosts. I am also joined by my two other tripod brothers. First, I would like to introduce the great Bretsky, 99. How are you doing,
99.
buddy? How you doing?
Oh man, it's so great to talk to you again over Zoom. It's been a long time coming. If I were of age and if it were not Passover, which prohibits me from drinking anything that has like potatoes and shit in it, I would theoretically of age have a shot of vodka for you. But you know what? It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Got the girl, the other 99. I'll let her have it for a little bit. Anna J up, just so we can get her on our screens for a little bit longer. Because God knows we've been missing her on AEW. But hell yeah, man, I'm glad to be back.
Awesome. The boys are back in town. The band is back together. And of course, we have the biggest member of the tripod. He is propping this entire show up. He is Big Carpe himself. Throwing one back for your boy. Newly released Jailbird here. It is.
I should have poured that out.
Big Carpe, the current APPW Decent Champion. How is it going,
bitches?
man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. You know, back one out. I should have bought a 40 before one out because you came home. But I got you tomorrow. Don't worry about that. Yeah, pour a little sauce out in the streets for your boy. I'll get you tomorrow, no doubt. But yeah, we back in the lab, cooking, talking fuck shit, hot ass women, and we all still hate Jake. So you know the world's still on point for me. Still on point for your boy.
So fellas, have I missed anything?
Not too much.
Have I missed much?
A lot on NXT. A lot.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay,
AEW now. I think you've only missed one pay-per-view.
This is
and it was pretty bad.
After Party Hangover episode 70. And it's going to be a shorter recap episode because as I explained in the intro before this, I have been absent. So gentlemen, please indulge me. Who wants to catch me up on, let's go with the A show, NXT.
Oh, I missed that sound.
So it depends on what you last saw.
I have not seen New Year's Evil. I can't find any NXT pay-per-views.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
you got to get on Peacock or something.
I do. I have the premium Peacock. And
Oh no, I think
I can't even get Elimination Chamber.
They're still figuring it out. I think that what I've been able to do is if you have a previous network subscription, you're able to use it until like it's up the next month. So like, I think I can use it through April 1st. So I can still access everything. But yeah, Peacock's still figuring out.
Mine
kicking
is
ECW
shut
off
out.
and shit.
Yeah, so mine is shut out. I think the last time they charged me was early February. So I got the day after what was the last pay-per-view? Fastlane?
Fastlane, yeah.
2 days after Fastlane, I was shut off. So I just can't watch pay-per-views, but I can watch all the documentaries and shit. So that's still up. But I can't.
So you kept your like basically like a free subscription essentially.
Yeah, well, yeah, they charged me and they were like, you won't be charged anymore because we're moving to Peacock by the time my subscription was over. But I still have documentaries, but I can't watch any old pay-per-views. It was weird. I don't know. But 2 days after it shut out, so I'm probably not going to sign up for Peacock until like the day before Mania, like Friday before Mania.
Well, it's just the same price as the network. I paid $9.99 with no, it's ad free because during matches, I don't know if you have Peacock, Bretsky, but they like play the match, and then it fades out to black to where an ad would be, and then it comes back on.
So kind of like how it used to be on NXT, where like they would like have the little fade where the commercials were, and then like
yeah, okay. That's how Peacock is. So I'm on the third match on Fastlane. I just saw Shinsuke versus Seth. It was a pretty decent matchup.
Yeah.
But all that aside, NXT and New Year's Evil, how was it? Finn versus O'Reilly.
Good. Great. Awesome.
Phenomenal.
Was that 1 or 2?
That was the second one.
Second one. Oh, yeah. That was
so
good.
Nobody's jaw got broken.
Yeah. It was Finn's arm. No, Kyle O'Reilly's.
Yeah, Kyle got fucked up a little bit.
Kyle got fucked up that he had like a concussion or some shit.
Man, those guys don't play around, do they?
They don't.
He's gonna get fucked up again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsanctioned. Yeah. Finn O'Reilly. Yeah, just break down the card and we can talk fuck shit about it. I don't remember it.
Io versus Rhea Ripley. I guess this was Rhea Ripley's
right.
swan song.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, it was this match, and then she fought Straight Sonya in like a last woman standing match, and that was her last match in NXT.
Wait, I thought the last woman standing was New Year's Evil.
Oh, it was. No, you're right. So never mind. Who did Io fight then?
Io fought. Oh, that was it. Was that Tony? No, because Tony and Mercedes was
the last
pay-per-view before.
The last
did Io not have a match?
Let me go down the card. It's Karrion Kross versus Priest. Santos Escobar with the Brown Order defeated Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado.
That was a good match.
Yeah, that was really good.
Xia Li with Boa defeated Katrina Cortez. Oh, that's right. Xia and Boa were doing those stupid training montages.
Yeah, but they're like hard as fuck now.
Yeah, they're great now. Holy shit, it's awesome.
Yeah, they're so great because like the last training montage, like you know they were always bleeding and crying, getting hit with them sticks. Yeah. Last year they was eating them shits like an all-you-can-eat buffet, baby. She came out, started wrecking bitches. Like that jack was lit. Like she is like she looks jacked, and she's just like beating bitches. Like Mercedes Martinez beating bitches style. She's just jacking bitches. It's great.
Damn. Side note, real quick, to AEW, that is how A, you build a woman, a woman, B, how you build a nobody, and C, just how you build. Because that was a long-term build.
And that mystery bitch in the chair, like Zenka likes the mystery bitch in the chair. We all do. But I don't even know what this mystery bitch in the chair can do.
Does she come out? She comes out with them?
Yeah, she's in the chair. She's the one they bow to and shit.
Yeah.
Like, she's got like a veil over her face. It's some crazy shit. She's supposed to be like some female warrior that killed a dragon or some fuck shit 2,000 years ago. But she gangster. She gangster with it.
It's the fuck shit that wrestling should be. Like, where it's like, you're looking at it and you're like, you know what? Like, I don't think that's real at all, but I'm going to suspend my disbelief and just fucking enjoy it.
Because you're like, it's a little bit racist to have some ancient Chinese culture shit like that. But I don't doubt it. But I know it's fake because it's wrestling. But I'm going to roll with it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. Up next was Straight Sonya versus Rhea Ripley, last one.
Yeah. This match was, it was hard hitting. It was great. It was if I had my notebook, I could read off some fuck shit. I don't even know what I rated. Actually, I think. Wait, Bretsky, did you give this to Beer Cheese or was it Kyle Finn?
Because
I think we were still chatting in the chat, but like, you didn't see it, and then I think I started Demon Bretsky.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
one of us. I think
Yeah.
one of us picked this as like a beer cheese match, and the other one picked Finn. And Kyle.
It was something like that. I think I don't remember exactly, but I believe you're right. I think like we both just kind of swapped because we both couldn't really pick. So we're like, all right, fuck it, one of us will pick the other.
Yeah.
Because they were both so fucking good, and
Yeah,
it's funny to look back at it because that match. And I'm gonna say this right now. That match right there, the last woman standing, has the two people who are going to come out as champions on WrestleMania weekend.
Mhm.
Possibly.
Yeah. And then it was funny because Dakota Kai actually interfered and helped Straight Sonya for once instead of it being the other way around.
Yeah.
And like Rhea Ripley threw that bitch in a locker. and then I think Zanka memed. There's one thing. One of the ones Zanka was actually commenting on.
Yeah.
When we were watching it because he memed some shit in there. He's like, "Yo, is anybody gonna get this bitch out of a locker?"
Like shoved her in the locker, like high school style.
Basically, yeah.
Like high school style, and stuck like a kendo stick in it, so she couldn't get out.
Oh shit! Dang, man. Kushida and Shotzi defeated The Way, Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae.
Nice rhyming.
This was kind of like a thrown together thing.
Mhm.
It was still all right.
Yeah, it was like what you'd expect to see, like on like the build up to like a random pay-per-view where it's like, oh, this one guy is fighting this other guy, and this one girl is fighting this other girl. Let's put a promo together and then have the new mixed tag because they're rivals, like that kind of thing.
I think somebody else was supposed to fight Kushida and they got hurt, and then like
Grimes.
that's what I want to say happened because Dexter Lumis was the host and he was drawing pictures of the match, and then somehow he was up on this stand in the background. And he was drawing pictures of each match, and he drew this one at the last second. And Johnny's like, I don't even have ring gear. Like Johnny was in like white pants. He's in like an outfit, and he just like took the jacket off and took the shirt off. And then so when they lost, he complained that I wasn't even in wrestling outfit. Candace wasn't either. We were in street clothes. I expect us to win. It was like all this fuckery.
Yeah. By the way, don't worry, Mangria. Johnny Gargano and The Way have still been the fucking best thing in the world.
The best thing.
I noticed he still has that championship. So
yep. There's a whole fucking love triangle. Oh, it's the best.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
And then the main event, Finn Balor defeated Kyle O'Reilly by submission. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the championship. Okay.
I will say the Karrion Cross match was a Karrion Cross match, and Priest got some licks in. Priest was better at the promos leading up to this.
Mm-hmm.
Karrion literally was just coming back, but it was just like, man, I still don't. Like, the best part about Karrion Cross is looking at Scarlett.
Oh, you just reminded me of the promo that Priest cut where he's like, "A smoke show." Like, I just remember that. Oh,
like,
that
he was
so
talking
good.
trash, and then she was walking away because she brought out the clock. He's like, "Hey, yo, smoke show, tell your man to come step to me."
Oh yeah, that build up was.
And then
great.
like the car pulls up, and like Karrion Cross beats him because it was at 8:00, so like 9:50, he pulls up and like beats the shit out of Priest, and then they fight in the back. But it was just fucking hilarious. She was just walking away, and he's like, "Hey, smoke show," and she kind of snapped around like, "What you talking about?"
So I'm not trying to spoil anything for NXT this past Wednesday, but Adam Cole did mention something to Kyle O'Reilly that Kyle O'Reilly tried to get Finn Balor to join the Undisputed Era.
Okay, that makes sense.
Can you describe that?
After this match, Finn and Riley kind of had a mutual respect thing because they went to war. Then they fought again the second time. Kyle's like, "No, man, I broke your jaw, and I would have had a rematch sooner, but you couldn't wrestle." So there was something kind of stipulation, and he won again. Oh, he had to fight Pete Dunne, and then he beat Pete Dunne, and then he got a second match with Finn. And Finn won again, but it looked like Kyle was winning the whole match. The first time it looked like Finn was winning the whole match, and Kyle was just getting some shots in. This one looked like Kyle was winning the whole match, and Finn just beat him. So then they had some mutual respect thing because Pete Dunne and the ones and twos was always just fucking them up. And so one of them would always come to save the other. So if Kyle came, then Undisputed Era came. But if Undisputed Era was fighting them 3-on-3 and they had chairs, Finn would show up. So it was kind of like a mutual respect thing. So
okay.
And then Adam Cole just got mad.
Are the ones and twos faces now?
Nah, they're heels. They're still heels because they're with Pete Dunne.
Yeah. And one of them's hurt now, though.
Yeah.
I think Birch is hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one is hurt. 'Cause
is
the other one is the two.
Is Karrion Kross face?
No.
He's just carrying Cross.
He just is. He's an entity.
Yeah.
Same way that Priest for a while was like just Priest.
Yeah, he wasn't a heel anymore. He wasn't using the nightstick, but he was just beating up people. Yeah, it's kind of just like, Scarlett put that shit together last week because Karrion was talking shit to Finn, Finn's talking shit to Karrion, and those two just happened to come out, and they were just there, I think. And then like Scarlett put that together, saying, "What, you guys aren't scared?" and put them two against them, so that's why they all got fucked up. And then Danny Burch got hurt.
Tell me the history, the hopefully impressive history in these past 3 months of the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai. Has she been having some badass matches, or?
I mean, they're still good, but
who has she been fighting?
I'm kind of everybody, but I'm kind of ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it end.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's why I say that Raquel's gonna win, because I feel like it's good that they are putting this on a Mania weekend because it holds higher significance. But like I remember we were talking. I don't remember like the last takeover where it's like, oh, I mean, by the way, but that match which with the triple threat was not as good as it could have been or should have been. But we were talking like, why didn't Toni Storm go over? Why didn't Mercedes Martinez go over? It's kind of the thing where we still like Io Shirai because what Io Shirai can do, but it's the problem with like booking long-term reigns in modern wrestling because it gets stale. Like, it's especially because Io at the start was like, Io as a heel, phenomenal. And then she kind of was a tweener when she won the belt, which was like meh, but she was still putting on great shit. And then she was on like a great hot streak as a face, just randomly turned face. But it's kind of gotten to the point where either she needs to turn heel or like just like kind of go do like Becky Lynch without getting pregnant, stay away for a little bit. So we can kind of get back into her. But I mean, she's still been having pretty good matches. It's just kind of getting little stir.
Yeah,
stir fry.
That triple threat was just like how she won the title. It was so perfect that she won it. It would have been perfect if one of the other two women had won it.
Yeah.
And then like you'd have been like, oh shit, well here we go now. What is she gonna do? Like, is she gonna try to get back at Mania? Maybe she could have feuded with Raquel Gonzalez from just pinning her at War Games. And then like it was weird because the build up to that was both of them were just fucking her up like every week. Like Mercedes came out and just like beat the bitch and throw her through the table, like at the not over top like normal. She threw her through the front, and then just left her there. And then Toni came out and she hit the pillar thing.
Oh yeah, Toni. Yeah.
And then Toni just left the bitch there, and then they both beat her up like the week later, and like one after another. And then she like beats them both at the pay-per-view.
So there was a takeover after New Year's Evil.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a takeover after. That's where all of them fought. Was that the Dusty Cup?
That was the
Finals?
Dusty Cup. That was the Dusty Cup finals.
So the Dusty Cup finals. So that was that NXT takeover. And then she fought Booty Storm a couple weeks later on NXT for the title, one-on-one, because she pinned Mercedes Martinez. After Toni hit Storm Zero, Toni went for the pin. She did the same thing she did to win it against Scarlett and them. She moonsaulted on top of them, hit Toni in the middle. Toni flew off, pinned Mercedes, won the title. So then Toni went on her rant like, yo, you didn't beat me, bitch, and I'm beating you twice. Like, let me get that title shot. And then she beat Toni clean. And then because she's been challenging people, she's just been going up and challenging people. She came up with the contract, just gave it to Raquel and was like, yo, I want you. So here we are leading into that.
Well, I think it's roided up J-Lo's time. She's gonna
Definitely.
take that belt.
Right up J-Lo.
But
he's been sitting on that one for a couple months.
At least for the longest. Yeah.
What about Dexter Lumis? I know he was famous for doing all kinds of funny, weird shit with Cameron Grimes. Well, who's he been fucking with nowadays?
Wait. If you're gonna say it, if you're gonna say his name,
Cameron Grimes.
You gotta get it right. In honor of the return of the Hangover, episode number 70. We're back. We're going straight to the moon. We gotta go straight not just to the moon, to the stars. Like fine Cameron Grimes is going straight to the moon, and all of his I can't even say that in the accent. Escapades. I can't even say that in the accent. It's too hard. But
I want to say this is proven in the chat. There's no way I'm scrolling back. Rescue was going off because it was before Dexter Loomis came. No, he came back. Grimes came back, and then he was talking about going to the moon. And then the next week he came back, and because like Zanka was going off, they were going off, and I was like, "Fuck y'all! I ain't going to the moon. I'm going to the stars and Mars." Yeah. I said this in the chat.
Oh, this is great.
2 days later, this fuckboy's like, "Yeah, I ain't even landing on the moon, baby. I'm out in the stars." I said, "You know what?
Yeah,
Vince got me mic'd.
He posted
like the FBI and using my shit on TV." I'm like, "This is the fuck shit I'm talking about." I literally said this. Bretsky starts sending like laughs, and he's like, "I can't believe you said that like 48 hours ago." And he said, "I was like, it's too easy." I was like, "It's too easy. They didn't sign me now. I heard me to write dumb fuck shit like this."
Yeah, because Cameron Grimes keeps on would post pictures of like himself literally like a photoshopped on the moon. Because there was also like when Elon Musk is like doing all this shit like with the moon, whatever. And so he said, yeah, Zanka and I were just like fucking with Cesar. He goes, what's it gonna be on next, Mars? And he fucking posts a picture on Mars.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm going past the moon," and I was like, "Oh my god, this fuckboy."
Hey, props to Cameron Grimes though, self-made millionaire from fucking investing. Good props to him.
From GameStop.
Yep.
GameStop and Dogcoin.
Did you get his new shirt, Bretsky?
I have not yet. But I did recently get a little college job, so I'm gonna be hopefully making enough money to buy that, because that all my allowance is going into that.
What about the God of Goats, gentlemen? The God of Goats.
So
That's right.
The God of Goats is now fucking with the way, and it's the best thing ever.
Yep.
Because he kidnapped Austin Theory
on the pay-per-view
at the Hangover. Like they were literally coming out for Johnny's match, and you just see him put the fucking chloroform over Austin Theory's face in the background. Like Austin Theory they all come out and they get in the thing, and they're like,
because Johnny went for the air five that they always do, like the no look high
five. Johnny's like this, doing the air five, and he's just like,
where's
this guy? He's like, go find him. So that's when he had a match with Kushida that was a fucking classic
match of the year.
And I'm still mad Kushida didn't win.
Oh, Gargano versus Kushida?
Yeah, it happened at that last pay-per-view. It was so, oh my god, that was the beer cheese match. Because it was, for me, it was beer cheese.
Yeah, me too.
Pete Dunne and Finn Balor in that main event. And that match was like just as good, but that Kushida Johnny match was.
What is that takeover called?
Whatever the number is, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like 30 something.
Like 32, 33 or something.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta look that shit up.
So good.
Wasn't 30,
that.
right?
No, it was not 30. Like it was that. I feel like, because again, like I said this in the chat, like when I think Cesar you put it in. How they were planting seeds for the Devlin Santos match, and now we have that, which is gonna be a ladder match, which I am fucking hyped for.
Wait,
dude,
but
like when that shit started, I was like, these fuckboys better eventually get here. Like this motherfucker needs a passport ASAP. That match is gonna be fucking. That match is gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's either gonna that or like I think I said it as Kushida Gargano is happening. I think that those two are going to be the potential matches of the year. And like Mania, WrestleMania itself is looking like it's going to be fucking insane.
It was on Valentine's Day. It was called Vengeance
St. Valentine. Yeah, Vengeance Day. Yeah.
Vengeance Day.
Okay.
Yes.
But like that Kushida match was so good. Like like near falls and fucking counters of counters of counters of counters.
Like almost no, I think every match was a banger because it was like fucking. It was Balor and Pete Dunne. Dusty Cup, so it was MSK, Grizzled Young Vets.
Love MSK, by the way.
Dakota Kai and Straight Sonya versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, and then fucking Johnny and Kushida.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Yep. It was those 5 matches, and all of them fucking slapped as usual. Like, it was 2 great tag team matches, and you're just like, God damn.
And one of them was a women's tag.
Yeah. Like the Ember, Shotzi, Dakota Kai in the match was fucking great storytelling, great match.
There are now NXT Women Tag Championships. What the hell's going on here?
So you know the winners get a shot at the tag team titles for winning the Dusty Cup.
Yeah.
So, oh, you missed the My Hole incident. God damn.
Oh my God, you missed the My Hole.
So there was a table match on Raw.
I think it was Lana and Nia Jax.
It was Lana and Nia Jax. And like Lana got out of the way and Nia Jax went to land on the table and she used like her ass.
No. It was she was going for the leg drop on the apron.
Apron. She hit the ring. And like, I guess she did this on the spot, but she was just like, My Hole. You can literally YouTube this. You can YouTube this shit.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, she was like, oh, we went off in the chat. She was like, My Hole, My Hole, My Hole. And then so it was number one on Twitter.
Nia did.
Nia did. It was number one on Twitter trending the next day on Tuesday.
My Hole.
I mean, not wrestling Twitter. Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it took off. So we're all crying, laughing about it. So since the women tag team titles can show up on any show, the Women Dusty Cup gets a shot at those titles. And then fucking this MSK was just geeking in the ring. They had the popcorn. He's Googling this shit right now.
Was for Lana, but it's thwarted by Nia Jax. Jax just compressing Lana's face against the mat. Lana at the mercy of Nia Jax now on the apron. Lana Jax. He drops elbow first into the hardest part of the ring. Well, that's all steel reinforcement up there, Tom. Lana still got to find a way to get Jax through the table.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lana won.
Holy
Lana
shit, man.
Oh
So-
my God, I forgot
so-
about that. Oh.
So Beth Phoenix is like interviewing motherfuckers and fucking MSK's in the ring eating popcorn.
I love MSK. By the way.
And then like Nia and Shayna come out and like so Dakota's talking trash, like y'all don't run shit around here. And she's like, I ain't that kind of bitch anymore, Shayna, and blah blah blah. And Straight Sonya, because it's cowboy boots on the thing. Straight Sonya's like, oh hey Nia, we fight, I'm gonna take them boots and shove them up that hole so bad. And like MSK falls out in the ring. And like Beth is like waving a flag on him because he's like convulsing on the ground. Like, oh my God, it was a thing. So anyway, they get screwed, even though it's heels versus heels. Dakota and them get screwed. Adam Pearce shows up and sends a ref into the ring because the ref got knocked out. Dakota and them had it won. And Shayna does some fuck shit. Oh, that's right. Dakota wasn't even legal. So Shayna does some fuck shit and puts Dakota in the fucking lock. And the ref was knocked out. And Adam Pearce sends a ref in there. And the ref just like does this on Dakota Kai and she's passed out. So he calls the match. And so they're Big Dick Vic and they're all like, what the hell is this? Like they had it won, now they're screwed out of the title. So William Regal made NXT women's tag titles and gave it to them since they won the Dusty Cup. So they're the original NXT women champs.
And then they lost it the same night.
And then they lost it like 2 hours later.
You guys remember like many moons ago, we all said we hope that Dakota Kai and Straight Sonya become the tag team champions.
Yeah, but I wanted them on like Raw and SmackDown as well, not just fucking NXT.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Cesar. We got to give him a little bit of credit here.
No, because that would have been great exposure to get NXT people on Raw and SmackDown to get those crowds watching NXT if they weren't.
Yeah.
Well,
If you see Dakota Kai and Straight Sonya, you're watching NXT.
Yeah.
the last thing I want to go over before we move on to Bretsky's favorite show is
Not just mine. Cesar's too.
is Tommaso Ciampa looks
Oh.
more aggressive with hair, and he's going after Walter now.
Dude,
That
he-
motherfucker showed up on my timeline with the hair before I watched NXT that week. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
he's only gotten angrier.
Ciampa
And
angry.
Ciampa mad. Yeah, he's almost at Ciampa angry now. He might be
Ciampa
Ciampa
pissed.
angry.
Ciampa furious.
He's definitely still Ciampa mad. And then him teaming up with Thatcher still makes him mad because the fucking promos are great. Because he says his bit and still kicks the chair and walks out. And then Thatcher just starts talking. But I'm like, Thatcher's like, that's right. And we ain't playing no games. Show my fucked up teeth.
So they're a tag team?
They were a tag team. They were a tag team in the Dusty Cup.
Yeah.
And they just kept tagging. So they're just still beating bitches up and Ciampa's still mad.
I forgot he kept kicking the chair. I forgot about that.
Yeah, basically they're just since they just beat the again, correct me if I'm wrong, Cesar, because it was a while ago for that one, like when they first started teaming. But they're basically because they just kept on beating the fuck out of each other, as you do. And they're two mad scruffily bearded guys. You know, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just beat the fuck out of other people because we can't finish beating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like they
fought in the fight pit, and then after that,
Which was so good.
So good again. That match was good. Yeah, they fought in the fight pit, and then they had a mutual respect after that, and then they teamed up. Because I think somebody got hurt, and then they filled that spot.
Yeah.
And then they got a couple wins.
Okay. You guys looking forward to the Walter match?
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah! I'll just be mad if Ciampa wins because that means he's got to go to NXT UK. That gives you fucks a reason to watch NXT UK because that shit's actually good.
Yeah.
Some of the matches on that shit be fucking good. I'm just like, man, this is still like just free on the network.
Yeah, Ciampa, Walter, when that first started like landing the seeds for that, first off, I couldn't believe that Walter was like in the United States. Second, I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna fucking kill each other. Oh my god, we thought that Finn and Kyle were insane. God damn. I think that match is gonna be more brutal than the fucking unsanctioned match, and I don't know how that's possible.
That match is gonna be like that fucking Walter Dragunov guy match where it was that was like 38 chops and they were all just so fucking vicious.
Well, if you guys want to see Faces of Death murder match, Walter took on Drake this past Wednesday.
Oh.
I'll let you guys watch it for yourself.
But apparently he's still alive according to Twitter.
Yeah, he did shoot a tweet, so he is still alive and breathing for now. But let us move on to AEW Dynamite. Okay, who wants to go?
I'll catch you up. Here's all you need to know.
What did I miss in 3 months?
Tony Khan's a GM now.
Yeah.
In 9 weeks, next week on Dynamite, Wednesday on Dynamite, Wednesday on Dynamite, you're going to face Matt Sydal on Dynamite.
Yeah. All you need to know is Kenny is still champ. Wait, did you see Kenny win the title?
Yeah, we discussed it.
Yeah.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to figure out when you left. Kenny's still champ.
The last show that we did not discuss was the Brody Lee tribute.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that was a really good show. The Dark Order is now faces. Somehow the Death Triangle are faces. Hangman Page is still a face. Matt Hardy's a heel.
Hangman's with Dark Order.
Hangman's with Dark Order, technically.
Oh, he joined?
Yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah. He's with them, but he doesn't have a number.
Huh.
Does
he do this?
No, but he wears purple a lot. Now he has purple cowboy shirt.
And he rode a golf cart with them.
Yeah, he rode in a golf cart and he bought a riding mower.
That's what it was, the riding mower. Yeah,
the riding mower. And he treats Five like shit. So yeah, let me see what else is important. Private Party actually went heel, which was great. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The Good Brothers like to jerk off backstage on BTE, and it's funny as shit. It's funny as shit. They had a match. They had the most edited match ever.
Yep.
The Good Brothers and Kenny. No, the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks versus 4 people. I can't remember. It was the Dark Order, I think.
It might have been Dark Order.
Might have been Dark Order. Yeah, so everybody kind of went face. Murder Hawk is now a face somehow.
Because of course.
Even
though his name is Murder Hawk.
Jake Roberts is still just laying there and jerking off, but
smiling, laughing.
Pretty much, because he doesn't even. Yeah, Murder Hawk cuts his own promos now. Christian showed up.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh wait.
Paul White is there.
So they can have a second YouTube show. Wow.
Yeah, where they actually commentate on it. Miro is still with Kid Sabian.
Yeah.
They had the wedding, got married.
They had the wedding.
Was it
Trent is
entertaining?
injured. Trent is injured. They had the wedding. Sexy Chucky T was a butler, and he turned on them. Penelope Ford's still hot. Miro's just stupid, and we learned that he actually set himself up for failure because he didn't want to wrestle full time. He wants to wrestle part time.
Really?
Oh.
So think about it. You see him wrestle like once or twice a Dynamite. You see other guys wrestle 3 or 4 times a month.
This
Wrestles like
motherfucker.
Yeah. So he told them that in his contract. He said he wants to wrestle part time. He'll do promo work, but he wants to wrestle part time. So that's probably why he will never win a championship because he's a
Or be
part time
good.
guy. Yeah. So he fucked himself because there was a lot of memes when Christian showed up, and now Christian kind of interject himself with this feud with Kenny. And they're like, yo, how's Christian gonna come in and beat Miro down the aisle to a title fight? But then you learn that Miro set himself up for failure. Like it's just the dumbest shit ever.
I wonder if
He
he's
still-
waiting for Lana.
He still throws WWE hate every promo. Every promo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause he was
Miro's
talking
gotten to the point where I just can't stand Miro. Like I love the guy, but like I can't stand him.
yeah, like he's like Kip. You never want your wife ringside with you. I had that. Look what happened to me. Like I'm just like, oh man, yo, you just can't be saying this shit.
Yeah, look what happened to you. Like, you're a fucking
You're
Eminem fucking
yeah.
gamer.
So that's dumb. Moxley. Eddie Kingston is now face,
Yeah,
and he's teaming with Moxley.
because he saves him from a nuclear explosion.
He saved him from the nuclear explosion and still sold it.
Oh, you didn't see it? Did you see this? Did you
No,
see
I
the
didn't
fucking
see that match.
Oh boy.
Kenny Omega and John Moxley had a barbed wire
Exploding
bomb,
barbed wire death match.
death match, and the ending was so shitty. Like the ring was supposed to like explode,
Mhm.
Like,
and they
actually
handcuffed
explode.
Moxley, but it was only supposed to explode if there was no winner. Kenny won with 2 minutes left. They beat the shit out of Moxley. They handcuff him. The Good Brothers are out there hitting him with chairs, and the ring is still set to explode a minute later. So it gets like 30 seconds. Eddie Kingston runs out of the heel tunnel, by the way, during this. Runs out of the heel tunnel. The Butcher and the Blade are like, no, fuck that hoe. And Kenny's like, nah, he tries to get him out. He jumps on him. The ring just looks like a Cody come out. That's all it was fireworks shooting straight up.
Like Gilbert.
Yeah, and that's how they sell it at the end.
I give props to Eddie
That's
Kingston
the
because
ring
Eddie
story.
Kingston sold it like he was gonna fucking die.
Yeah. And then next Wednesday, they're hanging out, and Eddie's all like, come on, man, you know, I just needed the world championship. It makes me crazy. And Mox is like, yo, I get it, man. He's like, yo, fuck the Good Brothers. I finally got my drinking buddy back. So now we come in direct shop. And he's all like, fucked up. And they had T-shirts, and him and
Yep.
Kenny wore his to the ring. Moxley on Wednesday's like, I had a crazy exploding wire death match, and all I got was this damn T-shirt. Or at least got a drinking buddy back. He's like, yeah, man, sorry, man, world championships. You know how that goes. But hey, New York. And
Your mother.
he cuts a great Eddie Kingston promo.
Who is the current BTE champion?
Is it still Sammy?
I think it is.
Oh, Sammy won it and then took it on his vlog, so you never see it defended unless you watch Sammy's vlogs.
Oh
so
yeah.
that's why I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I will say though, real quick about that's like one of the few things I do like about AEW now is Kingston and Mox. And I did see it was funny. I saw a video where Mox basically just shit all over the explosion after the show went off the air. He was like, "Sorry, that was bullshit," and fucking left. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and also the thing with Christian was like they Paul White came out and was like, and also the fucking stupid shirt, no more BS. Ooh, Big Show. Oh, I get it. Wow, clever. And he came out. It's like we're gonna have a with his like nice little teeth. Yeah, we're gonna have a Hall of Fame talent show up on Revolution. It was Christian. Like love Christian, but kind of a letdown. Sting had a match.
Sting had a match. It was a cinemated match with Darby Allin versus Fabulous
Cage.
Ricky Start and fuckboy Brian Cage. Oh wait, who came out in that ladder match?
Oh,
Debut.
what's his face? Not Robbie E. Eddie Edwards? No, it wasn't Eddie Edwards.
No. See, he's not even
Robbie Eagles, I think. It was
Sure his
one
name's-
of the TNA guys who like fucking got killed at that weird wedding thing. Andy knows about it.
I swear he has a new name or something. It was literally a ladder match to grab a brass ring, and you got a TNT title shot the next Wednesday. And Scorpio Sky won it. But Penta went off in that match. He was fucking everybody's couches up. And now he's like, he had a feud with Cody. He was fucking Cody's couches up. Oh, their match on oh my God, yes, finally. We get the bitch again. Penta and Cody had a match on Dynamite. Cody hit a crossroads, a fucking Canadian destroyer, a fucking vertebraker, and a fucking cutter from the top. Beats this nigga with a roll up. Get the fuck out of here. This man kicked out of 4 of the top finishers.
Hey, Cesar, it's the most dangerous move in all
That's
of
right.
entertainment. Come on now.
I haven't said it in 86 days. Sorry, people. I got a little hot there for a second, but it is the most dangerous move. Yes, no, he couldn't kick out of number 5, but it took all those that he kicked out of every single time. And then the most dangerous move in sports entertainment takes him out.
The roller.
During the middle of a settle.
Yeah.
Rolled up.
What else? Oh, Anna Jay injured. John Silver got a TNT title match, but he actually is injured for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
And probably the most adorable but hilarious thing I've seen on Twitter recently was John Silver's tweet about it. He's like, yeah, no, my shoulder's kind of hurt. And Anna Jay is out with shoulders. She had to get shoulder surgery. And she tweeted at him something like, oh, I'm happy that it's not serious and you don't need surgery, but you told me that I had a, quote, dumb little shoulder. Now yours is dumb too. Fucking great.
Yeah. He used the Queen Slayer in his match against Darby. Like Darby went for a stunner and he fucking yoked him up and used the Queen Slayer like in the match.
Yeah.
It was near the end too, and everybody thought he was gonna win with it, which would have been dope. And she tweeted that out as well.
Yeah. Ty Conti's getting a little bit of a push. She's number 1 on the rankings because they matter.
Should I spoil what happened on Wednesday with Tay Conti?
I know I watched AEW, so
I don't fucking care.
She whooped Nyla Rose's ass.
Good.
She beat her clean.
Yeah.
They're pushing her. They're
Yeah,
pushing
good.
her, which is I'm happy about.
Impressive, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
the
that
singing, the Japanese singing bitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the girl who kind of replaced Anna Jay for 3 weeks in the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Maki Ito.
Yeah, dude. All right, you got to find this clip.
Uh-oh.
It was a 6-woman tag. As this bitch is a heel, she's great. So when she comes out, she like sings along to her theme song, right?
And she calls everyone simps.
So
by the way,
yeah, she calls everybody simps. So all the girls are coming out. She's the last one. So she's on the ramp singing the song, right? A brawl breaks out between the other 4 bitches in the ring, and Sheeta, like, it starts walking up to her on the ramp. Like, she's still singing. Like, a brawl's going on. She's got the kendo stick. The match hadn't started. She's still singing. Yeah. She finishes the song, hits her pose. Sheeta's at, like, right in front of her. She takes the microphone and is like, bop, bop, bop. I was like, what? First of all, the brawl's going on. I was like, still singing? No way she's going to, like, there's no way this is going to last long. It was like another minute 30. And JR and them are like, she's dancing along. JR and fucking Steve Owen are like, oh, man, you got to warm up the pipes. You got to stretch. Do whatever you got to do for a match, JR. I'm just saying. Like, and then she hits her with the microphone 3 times, throws her into the ring, and that's how the match starts.
yeah.
Oh, my God. It was so fucking funny.
Is she gone now or is she still there?
Yeah, she went back to Japan.
I
So
will
on this
say,
BTE, they were going to invite her to the Dark Order. And she's like, fuck you, Simps. I'm going back to Japan.
her Twitter got deleted, which I'm so mad about because that's how I found out about Maki Ito, because like on wrestling Twitter, like people like interact with her, and I don't, and like she's like young and like she's like another one of these Japanese girls that like Kenny Omega brings over, but I love her. Like her whole character, like I'm all for like wacky characters, but also for like fucking realistic characters. She basically is like, because in Japan they have, I don't know if you know like what it is like being like an idol in Japan, but it's like Japanese culture. There's like this thing called idols where like it's basically like fucking hot chicks, and essentially you idolize. It's like kind of like what it is. Like it's like, oh, like I'm gonna give you like flowers because you're an idol, that kind of thing. And her character is basically I'm an idol. I'm better than all of you. I'm hot. You're all fucking simps. And her Twitter's just filled with guys being thirsty, or like her calling out like John Silver did it a bunch on her Twitter. She'd be like, "Fuck you, simp," and like fucking like her picture of her smiling, giving the middle finger. Her character is so realistic, but so fucking good. I absolutely love. I'm so sad that she's going back to Japan. Like I wish that someone would pick her up, not AEW, because they would, even though they did good with her, they would probably fuck her up somehow. But
I need the
yeah,
highlight reel of this character.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Maki Ito.
For sure, folks.
What else? Let's see.
Well, what's funny is Cesar and I did chat while I was incarcerated, and I asked Cesar because I only had 10 minutes to talk to him. I was like, okay, real quick, what about MJF? Did he finally screw over Jericho and him?
Yeah,
And
that
Cesar
finally
goes,
happened.
Cesar goes, nah, man, they're fighting for the tag titles. It's a pay-per-view. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, they've been together and working together this whole time. And I was like, what about Sammy? He goes, oh, Sammy's doing his own thing now, but MJF and Jericho are fighting for the tag titles. And then I watched Dynamite this past week, and they showed a highlight reel of MJF beating the shit out of Jericho.
Yeah.
I was like,
that was last week. That was last week. So he finally turned. So yeah, like Sammy always suspected MJF was up some fuck shit. So they had another inner circle meeting. There was a camera of MJF trying to get everybody else to turn on and kick Jericho out. And then like I called it again. He went and got Sean Spears. And now he's got FTW and fucking Wardlow, and they're calling themselves the Pinnacle. All right, it's a stupid name. But they turned on the inner circle and beat the fuck out of all of them the week before, and now they're a group. And they're the new super group.
They're with
AEW.
Tully. Oh, Tully had a match.
Oh yeah, Tully had a match at the pay-per-view.
And he was good.
Yeah, it was FTR. It was FTR and Tully
Versus Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express.
And your favorite.
Yeah. Marco Cunts. Yeah, buddy.
But he got destroyed in that match. He got fucking yeeted.
But
Well,
then that's when Sean
controversy.
Spears came back. Sean Spears came back with the chair, beat the fuck out of the Jungle Boy with the fucking chair. And then because he had like a hooded, or was he a cameraman?
I think
Or
he was
did
a
have just hoodie
cameraman.
on?
I
Yeah.
think it was a cameraman.
He was like a cameraman with the hoodie up and came in and beat the fuck out of Jungle Boy with the chair. And then like they accepted him back into the group. And then MJF pulled the turn.
Yeah, because I remember before I left, Sean Spears cut a promo like,
Oh,
"Man,
yeah.
nothing's working for me. The black glove's not working. You know what? I quit. I forget this shit. I'm out of here." And he like stormed off or something. So he just recently resurfaced.
He literally just came back.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Knew you were getting out.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting out,
He's
you know,
like,
you see
all right,
some-
man, I gotta come back out.
Mangria
He's
back in
blonde
these
now.
streets.
He's blonde now.
Blonde, yeah.
Yeah.
Blonde, still same. I was hoping he was going to show up on Impact and maybe start winning there. But I'm still not mad that he's in the top heel group.
There was that's right. Speaking of Impact, there was a story that came out a while ago about Sammy Guevara in Impact, where after Sammy was kicked out or left the inner circle and was on a face run, he was gonna go over. Apparently, the speculation was that he was gonna go to Impact, and I think they wanted to win the X Division title. I think it was said at one point. But what came out is like maybe I think it was also like Jericho was like vouching for him to Don Callis and was like, listen, like the kid's great, you've seen him, like we can do this big story. And apparently Jericho pitched a story to Don Callis and to Tony Khan, and I think Tony Khan and them changed it a little bit. And when Sammy got to Impact, he was told the story and said, "Fuck that, that's stupid, whatever this is that I'm doing," and flew back. And Jericho was like trying to mediate the situation to like calm everyone down. But that was a big thing going on for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, so he was just off TV for like a month.
Yeah.
jeez.
Let's see. Fucking.
Somehow Moose lost the Rich Swann and lost
Oh
his
yeah,
fake title
somehow.
to Rich Swann.
Are you guys watching the pay-per-views? Like, did you see the AEW pay-per-views and the
I did.
Impact stuff? Oh, you
Caesar
did?
did.
I don't watch
did
the
not wanna pay it.
Impact pay-per-view because I'm not paying for both. Like you're getting one or the other. I'm not paying for both. But I did watch the AEW pay-per-view and Sticks watched it as well. Zanka watched it, I think.
Yeah, I did not watch it, unfortunately. I have been swamped with like work for the past. Like, I haven't even seen Elimination Chamber, Fastlane, anything like that. So I've got a lot of catching up to.
Me, Bretsky, and Sticks had a bet for Royal Rumble, and then the winners we just like said fuck Cynic or something in the pod the next week. It was just like,
is that why that shirt is on shop.spreadshirt.com? It says,
oh, with the yeah, that's the best shirt. I love that shirt. The one where it's like something like it was like a blank where you could write in marker.
And then
yeah. So I told Jake because we were like, yo, we need like a fuck Cynic or a fuck boy Cynic or something, or Cynic sucks chaos or some shit like that. And I was like, yo, you could just like leave it blank and we could write in like fucking on like with a Sharpie. And he's like, yo, it's a great idea. So he made that shirt. And then that's where the birth of that shirt came from. Was the Royal Rumble.
Did you guys get it?
I haven't bought it yet. There's like 5 shirts I gotta buy.
Yeah,
so
same here.
Now with the discount, like I might go on a splurge.
What's it called? Fucking Thunder Rosa and Dr. Britt Baker DMD, after having a really nothing feud, had an unsanctioned match that was the result of a nothing feud. But Dr. Britt Baker DMD, always great. Thunder Rosa, always great. You know,
Except when she's fighting Cheetah.
Except when she's fighting Cheetah, but that's Cheetah's fault because Cheetah fucking sucks.
Yeah.
According to Meltzer, it's match of the year. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised. We got to talk about Meltzer.
I got the list right here.
All right. Yeah. No, that match, Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa like had ladders, tables, chairs, thumbtacks, both bitches blading. Like that shit was good.
Who's champion?
Cheetah still.
Cheetah's still champion.
Wow.
She ain't lost.
Okay.
But you know, it's basically remember how it started, like the feud between them, Rosa and the Doctor started like when you were still when we were still doing these, and it was basically like apparently something happened on Twitter that was not mentioned, and then they started fucking brawling every now and then it would stop for like 2 weeks, and then they would brawl again. That's essentially their entire feud. And then it's like unsanctioned match, main eventing Dynamite. Oh, all right, sure. It was, thank God it was good, but there was no reason for it to even be unsanctioned.
And the thing is, it doesn't count since it was unsanctioned on anybody's record, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. What is funny is because remember the Eddie Kingston Moxley Last Man Standing or I Quit happened right after the Roman Reigns Jey Uso I Quit. It's funny because they had the AW Baker Baker Rosa unsanctioned. Now there's going to be Cole, ironically, Adam Cole, considering he and Britt Baker are in love. Him and O'Reilly are having unsanctioned. And apparently I saw today from Zanka posted in his story, Ring of Honor is going to have an unsanctioned match. So unsanctioned matches galore.
All around.
One last thing about AEW before we move on to the list. Does Hangman still have funny nameplates when he comes out?
Damn it, I watched fucking Wednesday. I didn't even notice. That's what happens when I'm not taking notes. I don't even care. I'm just not even watching shit. Like, I don't need any fucking notes. I don't have to look at this shit. JR still says fucked up shit.
He does.
Which gets me excited every time. Him and Skivone never fail. Never fucking fail. But I'm gonna say sure.
Probably. No, Mangria, you don't understand. Like to Cesar's point, and I texted this to you, and I think I mentioned this chat. You don't understand. Literally, the reason I watched and paid attention to AEW was this podcast, and it will be again going forward. But after, and I think I told Cesar this, like after like the first week or two, like of us not being able to do this, because the Brody Lee tribute show was phenomenal. And not a single crossword to say about that. That was beautifully done.
It was actually a really good show.
It was a really good show anyway. But you know, they're phenomenally done, beautifully done, and everything they're doing with little Brody is incredible. But after that, like, because we didn't review that, and no one knew what was really going on, and then we didn't review the next week, and I was thinking to myself, I don't fucking want to watch AEW.
Still never miss BTE though. Miss BTE.
But it's like I would like go to watch it, and I'd be like, I'm busy anyway, like with school, so I'm like, oh, I'll watch it on the weekend. But then like it would get to the point where it'd be like, well, I could either designate the time
This week said got friends in dark places. So yeah, still stupid shit on Hangman's nameplate.
Okay.
Still stupid
well,
shit.
like it would get to the point where like on weekends I would be like, instead of like being okay, so from like 12 to 6, I'm gonna be watching wrestling that I couldn't watch. It would be like, okay, I'll watch NXT. Oh, you know, my friends are over there doing some. I'll watch AEW later. I don't really care.
Yeah, that's true. If I watch it, I watch it.
Now that the
Exactly.
Hangover has been resurrected.
And now I got homework and shit. It's some bullshit.
Yeah, like I had exams. I'm like, if I'm not gonna be able to watch Elimination Chamber, I'm not gonna watch some bullshit Miro segment.
Now we're just in time, Bretsky, for you to watch the Arcade Annihilation match between Miro, Kip.
At least we got some fuck shit coming.
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
Orange
What a time, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's right. One last thing about AEW. Fuck Orange Cassidy. I still hate
he
Orange
hates it.
Cassidy.
He hates Orange Cassidy more because Orange Cassidy actually wrestles now. So what he's saying is it's against his gimmick.
The gimmick doesn't make any sense, and I think I've gone. Damn it, Cesar, you motherfucker! I guess I'm gonna fucking go off on this now.
He's been going on rants about Orange.
Fucking Orange Cassidy.
Hold on. He's gonna come up on the list because
That's right, motherfucker. God damn it, I forgot about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to go over the Wrestling Observer Awards for 2020. Dave Meltzer apparently put out a list that ruffled some feathers. I'm just now reading this. I'm just now reading this list for the first time. I took screenshots of the whole list, so I'm going to go down from the
And
bottom
these
to the
apparently were voted on by Wrestling Observer subscribers.
top. Okay.
So it's people who have the same exact mindset as Dave Meltzer and Dave Meltzer.
I think I'm going to have to agree with this one. Best pro wrestling documentary was Dark Side of the Ring's Owen Hart. That's a pretty good.
Nope. Dark Side of the Rings, New Jack. Dark Side of the Rings, New Jack. Blew Owen Hart out the water.
I was higher than motherfucker. I was higher than
OJ, you got to, buddy. I see you, player.
He's smoking pencil shavings.
Yeah, smoking pencil shaving, snorting. Go. Hey. So I had this match. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was high as a motherfucker.
Oh, like the fucking.
my favorite
You
part.
can't tell me that shit didn't slap from start to fucking finish.
The fucking scaffold match is like, were you trying to kill him? If he died, he died. Yeah.
I think we were flirting with this idea before I left. We were flirting with the idea of having the Hangover year-end awards. Remember?
Yes, we were.
Yeah,
I think we should do that shit.
we should. Well, since you're back, we could do that. But I'm just saying.
So the Hangover Award for best pro wrestling documentary, New Jack. Dark
New
Side
Jack,
of the Ring.
yeah. But I mean, no other Dark Side got talked about. We didn't talk about CBG a lot. We don't think we really talked about Owen. But everyone in that chat talked about New Jack for like at least 45 minutes the next day.
Yep.
Even much so that he did an
that's right.
for the Hangover. New Jack introed the Hangover as well.
My favorite one, by the way. That's my favorite one.
With drinking.
That's right, man.
Yeah,
he knew his audience.
I would have to say, like, I just in terms of that award, I can't imagine, like, as the Owen one was great, but I feel like that it would have to be between A, New Jack, Dark Side of the Ring, B, the 2-part Chris Benoit, Dark Side of the Ring, and C, the fucking Undertaker documentary. Because how the fuck can you not love the Undertaker documentary?
Oh, The Last Ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was really good.
Like Owen, like no disrespect to that documentary with Owen Hart, because like we talked about it too. Like we talked about Owen Hart going to the Hall of Fame, that kind of stuff. But like that was nowhere near. That wasn't new shit coming out.
It wasn't like unknown. Like we knew what
it was shedding more light onto it, but like
but like we didn't know Chris was like in love with Eddie and that nigga went crazy after he died. Like I didn't know that.
Sorry, I just glanced at the rest of this list. I can't believe this shit.
Wait. Are you live reacting to the list? Like,
he is.
Did you really just like screenshot it and not read it?
This is some fucking bullshit, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. Well, worst gimmick. I'm pretty sure Cesar agrees with this.
Yep, I agree with that one.
Cesar.
I agree with that one. It is the worst gimmick.
I don't agree with it.
It's the worst gimmick.
The worst gimmick is the Fiend Bray Wyatt. from the wrestling.
I mean, name. All right. Besides the entrance, if you take the entrance away,
Well,
what's
the
good?
look. I like
No,
the
no, what's
look.
okay, fine.
I'll name you a worse gimmick right now. Miro.
Yeah.
Miro and Kip Sabian combined, because they took Kip Sabian from
Yeah,
super bad
but-
to fucking gamer. Oh, you destroyed my fucking arcade game. I'm gonna go attack you in a parking lot.
But Miro's never been heavyweight champion, and will never be. He's not the face of your
We're
company.
talking gimmicks, though.
We're not talking about the worst
Careers.
successful
about
gimmick.
No, yeah, but the gimmick became the heavyweight champion. He literally came out. He literally came out and got title match after title match after title match.
The Fiend's gimmick is he's a demon guy who comes out and has
who can't lose.
But
Who
the
can't
gimmick
lose and never takes damage.
I mean, I agree that there are times when it's like odd and like not great with the Fiend.
And that red light crap was trash.
That was
as
bad.
well. And that's part of the gimmick. I'm sorry, that's part of the gimmick.
No, that wasn't even 2020. That was 2019. That wasn't this year. But I just feel like there were worse gimmicks, because like the Fiend was still entertaining, you know, and like as a gimmick, like taking the success part out of it, like obviously we can debate and we have like over whether or not he should have won the title, but taking the success of the gimmick out of it, there were far worse gimmicks in the Fiend. Miro and Kip Sabian, for an example, or fucking I don't know. Well, I think personally, no, never mind. I was gonna say Lana, but Lana getting put through tables is the best gimmick. There's so many bad gimmicks. I mean, there was the whole Xia Li thing at the start of it. There was fucking there's so much bad shit that you could have.
There's so much bad shit. The only person who should be squashing people is Brock Lesnar, because that shit's believable. Regular ass Fiend, because he's some demon from the underworld who can't feel pain, should not be squashing dudes. That's all I'm saying. If you actually wrestled instead of just squashing people, I'd have no problem.
And now, Bretsky, the floor is yours, buddy. The best gimmick award is Orange Cassidy. Go for it.
This motherfucker sucking Tony Khan's tiny fucking dick. The entire fucking these whole awards. Orange Cassidy as the best gimmick, and another reason to dislike Jake. You know, if he couldn't think of enough anyway. Oh, I don't mind Orange Cassidy. I don't watch it, so I don't see how bad he's become. You fucking should watch it. And even if you're not watching it, you'll see how bad he is. Fucking whole point of the gimmick, right? Whole point of the gimmick from day one is the guy's it's essentially a non-nincompoop Eugene. Fucking, I don't feel like wrestling, but if you get me in a situation, you're gonna underestimate me, and I'll fucking show you that I can wrestle. He did it with Pac, and it was great. Loved it, and I was on board with it then. But now he's done it. So why the fuck are you gonna walk into a match with Orange Cassidy and be like, whoa, he put his hands in his pockets? I can't take this guy seriously. Oh my god, he's doing fake little kicks. I can't take this guy seriously. Oh my goodness, out of nowhere, he's wrestling me. And this motherfucker, he beat Chris Jericho twice out of three. Twice out of three. And where is he now? Doing jack shit. Absolutely fucking atrocious gimmick. To give it, it's not the, I mean, that could have been the worst gimmick. Because the point of which it's been diluted now, it was good for like, it's one of those gimmicks that you couldn't keep for the rest of your career, but they will. Like, it would have been good for like a year, because it was fine for a year. Like, you either loved it or you hated it. And it was fine for a year, but it's gotten to the point where how am I supposed to, it was never a serious gimmick, but how am I supposed to take any match you're in seriously? Because you're not, like, if the guy across from you doesn't take you seriously, they look like a fucking idiot, because if they've watched any of your tape, they would know to take you seriously. But if you start wrestling right away, then what's the gimmick? If there's no gimmick anymore. If he's wrestling the entire match, there's zero Orange Cassidy gimmick. There's zero like wrestling sloth, whatever the fuck you call it, sloth style. There is no King of Sloth style. It's like he'll do a fucking wrestling match and do the kicks every now and then. Like, there's no gimmick anymore. It's the whole thing is fuck shit. It's all stupid. And to give this the best gimmick of the year 2020, absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I rest my case.
Can I ask a question? The thing with Jericho, is that bad booking? It's not really about his gimmick, or is that just bad booking?
I think it's both, because that is what
He
propelled him.
actually tried match 3.
Exactly.
He did start out wrestling.
But it was the feud with Jericho that made people take him more seriously, but then they don't in the ring. And so the feud with Jericho elevated him and the character to like a different level because it's Chris Jericho. You beat Chris Jericho, you're gonna look like $1 million. But then all of a sudden he loses a TNT title match. He randomly gets a TNT title shot every now and then, and he's just back to doing the same old shit and involved with Miro and Kip Sabian. Like, it's bad booking, but also it made the character, like, it made it believable for like a second that he could be a good wrestler, that he was a good wrestler. But now, like I said, just got so diluted. I feel like they hot shotted it so much, and it's just no longer like he went from like not wrestling, it's a barely wrestling, to now he just wrestles, and it was not. There's no progression. There's no rhyme or reason. You know, it's just stupid. It's all stupidity.
Wow. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
This has been building up over the past 86 days. It's been building up.
86 days. Man, wait till we get to Hangover 86. Wait till we get to.
Oh boy.
Promoter and booker of the year.
I'll give this to
Cesar. No, I need a minute. Go ahead and name it. I need a minute.
Best promoter of the year, best booker of the year.
Motherfucking is who?
Tony Khan.
Is who? This motherfucker who's still on a fucking Dynamite wore a skeeted t-shirt with some faded Jordans and some basketball shorts in a show where multiple wrestlers have said this is a wrestling show booked by wrestlers. Booked by wrestlers. They book themselves. They create their own stories. Wrestlers are the EVPs. They're the guys running the show. All he is the bank. Best booker. This is like working at one of those jobs where your manager sits in the office all day with his feet up on Twitter and Instagram, DMing hoes, where you at? And the district manager comes in and he's like, man, you running a tight ship here. This crew is rocking. Y'all rolling. Y'all got high numbers. Y'all making sales. And he's like, hey, man, you know, I just give my guys the tools to succeed, and they succeed. Don't, nigga. Everybody else is busting their ass for $12 an hour while you making 38, sitting there on your Instagram, barely walking the floor doing anything. That's what this is. My man is just the check watching film in the back and saying, oh, yeah, this is great. You ever heard Tony Khan cut a promo? Watch them first episodes of Impact when Kenny won the title. It was trash. It was 3 minutes of trash. You know, I know it's trash. One, it was on Impact. He didn't do that shit on his own show. That's how I know it's really trash. 2, it was trash because it's Tony Khan. He doesn't know how to cut a promo. Get the fuck out of here. I'm the forbidden door. I'll swing both ways. Yeah, you do, fruit booty.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that. The door swings both ways. The forbidden door, and he's the forbidden door. Literally said that. That's a quote. Skee-Bone was right there next to him.
Wow.
Okay? Fine, he can be best promoter because it's his promotion. His name's on the title. Okay, I can't argue that. I can argue that because it's fucking Meltzer. But I can't argue that he can be best promoter. Yeah, you paid for everything. You technically own everything. But you don't book anything. And you could be in the room, but they're probably like, hey, listen, Tony, this motherfucker just watch wrestling. He's just it's a fucking mark. And he just wants to own some shit. Like, I'm not wrestling him. I mean, you got wrestlers do everything on that show. Watch BTE. Christopher Daniels is like talent relations. Like, he's still a wrestler on your show. I mean, all of the elite.
Doc? They call him Doc?
Yeah, they call him Doc. Like, all of the elite, pretty much, are EVPs. Kenny is running your gaming division. He's technically your world champion. Yes, he loves to play video games.
And the women's division, too.
And the women division. He's actually the one talking to these people in Japan, talking to New Japan, swinging those guys over there, getting, I don't know, what's his real name? I was going to say Kenta.
His WWE name?
Yeah, well, yeah, when he was Tommy,
Kenta.
But yeah, Kenta.
Hideo Itami, yeah.
Hideo Itami, but Kenta, yeah, he's the one bringing those guys, trying to get a match with Okada while he's still the AEW champ, trying to bring that heat, that New Japan heat to, because they're doing a New Japan in America, and like
Yeah.
guys are coming over, and then like doing this cross promotional stuff. That's Kenny and them. Please tell me how this guy wins Best Booker. He does no work to book. He doesn't book. He doesn't make money. He ain't booking no matches. It's fucking Cody and all them booking matches. That's why Cody hasn't lost in like 3 years. I mean, if it was me, Cody'd be losing every goddamn night. He'd be losing to Marco Cut just cause. But you know, I'm not booking the show, but neither is Tony. This fucking skeeted t-shirt.
It's either also because it's one of two things. It's either Tony Khan is not booking the show because it is run by wrestlers and he got Booker of the Year, or it's that he is booking some of the stuff and it's a complete bullshit that it's by wrestlers for wrestling fans, because then it'll be by a mark for other marks. And it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating, because to give him Booker of the Year and Promoter of the Year, like Meltzer sucks up so hard on Twitter to AEW, but like I get that WWE has not been great, but to look at SmackDown and to look at NXT, they are so much better. Like, even if you want to take NXT out of the equation, because NXT loses in the ratings to AEW.
Hold on a second. That's actually an excellent segue, because the next award was actually Worst Promotion of the Year.
Of course.
WWE. And what you're saying right now makes a ton of sense. Continue. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
And it's like, because like if you look at if you want to just ignore NXT, it's like, well, you know what? NXT lost most of the weeks in the ratings. All right, fine. To tell me that SmackDown is worse than AEW, SmackDown alone is carrying WWE brand. I mean, like Roman Reigns, my tribal
face
chief,
of the company. The face of the company. I'm just saying.
Roman Reigns, my tribal chief, all this shit with Uso and Heyman, great. Daniel Bryan, great. Even fucking Billy Kay, great. So even Natalya and Tamina, pretty good.
Bailey, still great.
Bailey, great. Oh, and Natalya and Tamina
are a tag team now.
Yeah. And it's actually pretty good.
Well, you know, if Jake actually would want to cover SmackDown, which I did say in a question one week, it was a question right before you got out. Jake would actually want to cover SmackDown. You could listen to old podcasts and you would be caught up on this. But no, Jake just wants to watch Raw on Hulu and complain about it because he hates it every week. And then you can hear him say it every week. Oh, you have to talk about Raw? Even though what they're really covering on the pod is pay-per-views now, because they only do before the pay-per-view and then after the pay-per-view. And you hear it every week on one of the two shows. Oh, you really want to talk about Raw?
Do we have?
I guess. Let's go over. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. SmackDown as a show. Yeah, go ahead, Brett. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
well, hold on, guys. Let's go ahead and move on. I want to get to all the awards because real quick.
I think that I saw, and because I want to get this in also. I think that I saw that one of the reasons that they got worst promotion was because I don't know. I think it's another award was like, and tell me, and I could be wrong with this, like most evil thing they did, something like that, where it's like running shows during COVID.
Most disgusting.
No, firing people.
Tactic.
Yeah,
firing people during COVID.
Shut the fuck up. Absolutely shut the fuck up. If you think that's disgusting, you don't understand business. Because that, to me, I guess
what a weird award.
Exactly, right? First off, it's a weird award. But like, to me, as someone studying...
They can still get unemployment. And now we learned that unemployment was tax-free.
Yeah, exactly. Specific. Like, as someone studying business and like understanding the climate, like AEW did fire like 3 people, I think, like from London, like from England. And like, that's cool, whatever. But they kept on hiring people. They need to start firing people because they don't have enough. They have too many people. But yes, WWE had record profits. But there's a difference between having record revenue and like figuring out like how to like keep shit running without like with payroll. Because like, I'm sure like people like Sarah Logan, fucking Curtis Axel, all these guys probably would have been fired anyway. Sometime down the line, A, it's not like they were doing prominent shit. B, it's just because it says like on the outside, WWE has record revenues. That doesn't mean that they did great. They can still have a fuck ton of expenses to be paying the guys at Tropicana Field, to be paying for fucking COVID testing, paying for, paying Governor Ron DeSantis to allow them to fucking run shows, to paying for electricity, paying probably extra to the fucking like security and event staff and people helping out and all that shit. And it's the same stuff with third party deals that I've gotten into on this before.
Had to build that Thunderdome.
Exactly, build a Thunderdome, which has won awards for them. If you say that them firing people during the pandemic when people like EC3 went to fucking TNA and Ring of Honor,
he's so
all these
great
people
now.
are going.
He's so great.
Yeah.
All he needs is an Impala for real. That's all he needs.
Oh yeah, like these people still went
If he came
places.
out in an Impala, I'd cream my pants and give him all the titles.
Like Sarah Logan fucking got pregnant, giving birth. She was able with Eric to fucking build up their YouTube channel. Yeah, to fucking build up their YouTube channel. They have like a big YouTube channel now, like that's making profit. Fucking Zelina Vega was able to keep doing her Twitch shit. Like it's like on the surface, like, oh, they fired people. Heath Slater, Kurt Hawkins, all these guys in TNA. Like it sounds evil. And it's easy to shit on WWE because like, oh, the big empire, like the big business, like Vince only cares about himself and money. Like, but it makes sense. It would have happened either way. It looked bad, but if you look into it more than just on the surface level, it's fine. And it was honestly better off for those talents involved because now they can do shit that they want. They can get TV time. Sarah Logan can like do whatever her shit is. Zelina Vega can do her shit. It worked out for the best in the end. Like
money you can make on a successful Twitch stream though.
Oh my god, yeah, it's insane.
You get fucking bread. I mean, and there's
Absolutely
nothing to do because you're at home all day.
Right. I'll get updates like from Twitch all the time, like Zelina Vega streaming like 5 times a day.
Page and shit. All right, Mangria, what's next? What's the next award?
Sorry, Mangria, I just had to get that out. Like, especially as a business kid, I just had to get that out.
I'm gonna skip way up the list now. Best, no, worst TV announcer, Michael Cole.
Nope.
That's
Excalibur.
That's not fair.
First of all, it's not Excalibur. It's your boy on Impact.
Oh yeah, Josh Matthews.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, he sucks. Well, I don't know. There could be somebody on ROH that's probably shittier, but it's definitely Matthews or somebody else.
Michael Cole, I mean, we shit on him all the time because he looks queer and he's like weird looking and we can all beat him up, but I mean, that dude does his work. And every time you hear Corey Graves or Renee Young, they all give Cole credit for helping them out. And
yeah, because he put him on. He showed him how to do it.
Yeah, so this is bullshit. Like you said, it's Meltzer hating on WWE.
Wait, is there a best announcer?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that next.
Okay, I didn't know.
Also, you can't tell me that Michael Cole's interactions with Bailey have been bad because they've been fucking phenomenal.
They've been fucking great.
Yeah. And anytime Graves can break Michael Cole, you can hear Michael Cole busting up laughing. I always get a kick out of that.
So when Renee and Graves used to break Michael Cole on Raw, those were some of like the best.
Yeah.
Well, like the thing when R-Truth rolled up Drake Maverick in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves said something like, "Yeah, wait,
you should have used a small package."
Yeah, he used a small package, and like Renee just kind of like, and Cole's like, "Small package." Like you can tell that Vince was probably hot in the back, but I was dying, and they all literally started busting out laughing.
If you need more proof that Meltzer is shitting on WWE and sucking AEW dick, the best TV announcer, Excalibur. Wow.
No words.
Why?
No words.
The real names? Oh, the middle of the road, Tope Suicida, California, roll 78.
The only thing I like about Excalibur is when he goes, "Got to give the people
what they want." And then Trent's been off TV for so long, I haven't got it in so long, so I don't even want to hear Excalibur, dumbass. Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's
the only good thing Excalibur ever did, and that's the only other good time the cameraman has done his job. Because he waits they're in the corner, then they move in and hug, then he zooms out, and you got to give the people what they want.
I think Excalibur looks goofy as hell with that fucking mask on.
It's got to be hot under that thing, right?
Oh yeah, especially now getting towards spring, summer in Jacksonville. It's gotta be hot.
It was fucking 110 degrees with humidity, and that fucker's wearing that damn mask.
Best non-wrestler, Taz.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I mean,
Who else is do they
Now
just
I
need
want,
managers like Paul Heyman and
yeah, I want Jake the Snake for saying he gets excited
yeah.
watching Murder Hawk. I sit there and get excited about watching the Murder Hawk beat people up. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think there should be a separate award just like fucking just for Jake Roberts every year.
Yeah.
Just to, you could just
Jake Roberts just saying some random shit.
most times jerked off to Murder Hawk matches. Jake Roberts every year.
Brings that towel to the ring, man. Just finish.
Oh,
What are you gonna do, Murder Hawk? You gotta throw him through a table. Yeah.
oh.
this one's very debatable. Rookie of the year, Pat McAfee.
Wait. Can we Google that and look on the list?
I think Anna Jay was second.
I want to say Anna Jay. No, I think Anna Jay was like most improved. Second.
No, Anna Jay. I think I remember seeing the list. I think it was Pat McAfee. Then Anna Jay was second on that list.
Because you guys Dominic had a pretty good debut as well, right?
I want to say Dominic had way more matches, but Pat's promos were.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Them
And
janks were-
he elevated Birch and Lorcan, and even done a little bit like.
Yeah. He literally brought them to like a top tier.
He hasn't
Action.
been back, huh? He hasn't been back.
No.
No, they haven't. They literally don't have anything for him, or they didn't know how to like keep him on, and he still has his
Right.
thing,
Which is fair because like it's hard to have that guy on not having a main event feud. Like.
Yeah, like, and then him on Twitter is still the best with that last Adam Cole tweet.
Yeah.
God, did you see that, Mangria?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
He
my
said that he
god,
hates him, where he's like, "I hate you still."
I
or
still
something.
hate you.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Most underrated, Ricochet.
He ain't. Well, I like Ali's comment there that we had that time. He's not
Yeah.
underrated.
Underused.
Underutilized. He's underused.
Yeah, we all know
Yeah,
how good Ricochet is.
I don't know if you. Yeah, shit. I don't even know if you saw that. So like, there was like a WWE thing, and it said who's most underrated, and it was like, no, Cesaro wasn't in the picture, but everybody was writing Cesaro in the comments. So it was like Ricochet, Ali,
I think Mansoor,
Mansoor, and then like two women.
maybe Peyton Royce or something. I'm not sure.
No, yeah, it was like Natalia and somebody else. And a lot of people were writing Cesaro on that. And Ali wrote a thing, and it was like, it's not that any of us are underrated. We're being unutilized because we're still great. They're just not using us correctly. So he wrote that under the WWE post. And I was like, damn, you're right. Because they're not underrated. They're all great wrestlers.
Is that why they kicked his ass out of Retribution?
Yeah, he got injured or some shit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
So he's just
And, yeah, I wouldn't say he's underrated because like we all know how good. Well, I mean, we don't know how good Ricochet is because we know how good he is in the ring, but
No.
he's horrendous on the mic.
he's trash on the mic, right? But in NXT, no, he was great.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's one of the guys who got called up too early
Yeah. Him and
from
Alistair.
NXT who could have had a great run.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
and Alistair. Yeah.
Like I mean, did he even fight Johnny in NXT? Think about how good that match could have been.
Maybe.
Or Ciampa, I don't think he fought Ciampa mad
No.
unless it was like a tag team or something. That match he had with the Dream is fucking still great on that takeover.
Yeah. I mean, for most underrated, I would actually go with one of two people, and they're both from NXT. I would go with Timothy Thatcher, or I would go with the tag team of Mendoza and Wild from Brown Order because
Of course you would.
no, I'm being serious because everyone like with Thatcher, like I feel like because NXT gets less viewers,
Thatcher's
anyway.
great. We know Thatcher's great. He's
right,
not
but
underrated.
we know Thatcher's great, but you don't see people talking about Thatcher a lot. But I would probably end up going with the team of Wild and Mendoza because everyone now talks obviously about Escobar because Santos Escobar is great, and like they talk about the Legado del Fantasma as a collective, but people don't talk enough about how good Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza are together as a tag team, because every single tag team match you've seen with them after they joined Santos Escobar has been great. And I just feel like they don't get enough recognition for that.
Quick side note: have Everqueers fallen off the face of the earth? Are they gone?
They're on 205 Live.
Yeah, or some shit like that.
Okay, good. Most overrated. Cesar is going to agree with this 1,000,000,000%. I have an added opinion. Bray Wyatt, most overrated. What about Goldberg?
Bray Wyatt's actually a good wrestler. Just doesn't wrestle anymore. He just does squash matches. So
Goldberg is way overrated.
Goldberg is definitely overrated. Yeah, I don't agree with this one either. Because if you would have said The Fiend, yes, but I mean, he just says Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is actually a great wrestler when he gets the chance to wrestle. But he doesn't wrestle anymore. He just squash matches, smaller guys, and then just because Braun is 1,800 pounds, it seems like it's a match, but it's really like just slam, slam, slam. I'm going to stand up and be goofy and then get burned by Randy Orton and come under the ring half burnt and give my sister Abigail, and the match is over.
Well, Bretsky, who do you think is most overrated?
Hikaru Shida.
That too.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He ain't lying about that one. She is definitely overrated.
I can't believe I didn't think of that one.
Fuck that. Cody Rhodes is overrated.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that. I would say Cody is a very good wrestler. He's one of the few people in AEW who like truly understands ring psychology. And
all right, his record is overrated. How about that?
I would say his booking is overrated, but him as a wrestler is not overrated because he is a very good wrestler.
You know what? I will give you that because he does have good matches, but his booking is definitely overrated.
Yeah.
Best flying wrestler, Ray Phoenix.
You goddamn right. End of case, next story.
I agree with that.
Oh, that cracker's been having some crazy ass matches on AEW. I'll tell you that, Mangria. Every time I've seen Ray Phoenix the last 4 weeks, I'm like, yo, if Mangria buys WWE 2K22 and he makes Ray Phoenix a heavyweight champ, I ain't gonna be mad at it. If he's a heavyweight champ at APPW, I ain't gonna be mad. I don't know who's gonna take it from him, but I ain't gonna be mad. I said, I guarantee you, I ain't gonna be mad.
That's right. Jake is still your APPW heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fine. I still got the decent title. We're all having longest runs. Bretsky's the longest running YouTube champion.
Yeah. Fuck Cynic, by the way.
Fuck Cynic. Oh, yeah. This is the part of the podcast where we all say fuck Cynic.
Yeah.
These are, this is a weird award. Bruiser Brody Memorial Award. Oh, Best Brawler goes to John Moxley. Yeah. That's.
Even though his last matches where he fights people, he tries to use their strength and not brawling.
Yeah.
I don't know how that makes him best brawler. He tried to out wrestle Jake. He tries to out submission specialist. He tries to power move Cage. Like I even though he's the best brawler, but he tries to outdo you at your best when he was champ. But yeah, go ahead. Sure, best brawler. You got it.
Bretsky, thoughts?
Same thing as I can't really think of a true brawler anymore. So I mean, maybe KO.
Yeah.
Sure.
They
Eddie
actually
Kingston?
have an
Eddie
award.
Kingston, maybe?
Eddie Kingston.
They have an award named after Bryan Danielson, which I think is pretty cool. It's the best technical wrestler, Zack Sabre Jr. That dude's badass.
That dude fucks.
I love Zack Sabre
technical
Jr.
wrestling.
I
mean, all right, but if Thatch ain't on the list, that's what I was saying, right?
Yeah,
if Thatch ain't on that list, I'm pissed. But yes, Zack Sabre Jr. is fucking disgusting at technical wrestling, and that dude is a missile.
Yeah.
Or maybe we saw only a taste in the CWC, but that dude is legit.
And he only gets better each year.
Yeah, he only gets better, which is crazy.
Most charismatic is MJF. Agree?
Yeah.
Charismatic?
Well, charismatic.
Not really charismatic. He's got the best promo.
He's the best heel.
I would say heel, yeah.
If there was a best rock award, best on the mic, because the Ric Flair award is the wrestler of the year. So there needs to be a best mic skill of the year. Definitely MJF by far. He never stumbles, no matter how heated he gets or how much he gets into it. He never flubs a word. He never stumbles. He never stutters. and still with the gum in his mouth, and he never accidentally spits the gum out. Like I've noticed that lately. I'm like, this dude is always chewing gum.
Can I throw a suggestion for most charismatic?
Sure, go ahead.
Big E.
Oh hell no! Yeah, done.
I was gonna say Riddle.
New Day. I'll take the New Day. Big E / New Day.
Yeah.
Because they're always on top of pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with the uniforms, Kofi and Xavier coming out with the Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Mortal Kombat's coming out. I mean, of course, Xavier's in the games, but Big E still throwing the jacket at Corey Graves. I mean, Big E is definitely the most charismatic dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, you're right. It's Big E or it's all of New Day, and they can tie. So Big E wins it twice.
Maybe this is Meltzer overlooking WWE once again.
Yeah, and I would say, honestly, Riddle is more charismatic than MJF. Like,
like
in terms of just pure charisma. Like, I think MJF, I would rather watch, I mean, as much as I love Riddle, I would rather watch MJF than Riddle. But as much as I love Riddle, by the way, but no, I think in terms of charisma, like Riddle.
Specifically charisma. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. No, go ahead, Cesar, because this is about.
I was literally just agreeing with you with Riddle. Like Riddle, you always want to like smile or laugh at, no matter what he's doing, even if it's backstage or in the ring. Because you're just like, look at this idiot. It gets me every time. I know he's an idiot, but he's gonna say some shit out of his mouth, and it gets me every time.
Right. Mangria, speaking of Big E, have you seen that Apollo Crews is Nigerian?
Okay. I almost did a spit take when I saw Fastlane and I saw Apollo Crews coming out and he has a fucking spear. I love
this. I love this so much.
Actually Nigerian though.
Is this
he is.
Who the fuck booked a black dude to come out with a spear? I'm like, oh my god.
No, but he is actually Nigerian.
But he's actually Nigerian though.
To be fair.
I
love this.
Actually, everybody loves this because he now has a character.
Exactly. That's all he ever needed was a character.
That's all. Yeah, like you know what? I'm this close from not calling him Apollo Trash anymore. He almost is Apollo Crews.
I am so, and this is like a complete side note, and I think I mentioned this briefly earlier. WrestleMania is looking awesome. Like,
it ain't gonna be NXT. I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not, but like you got Sam.
It's looking good.
Like,
it's looking good.
Like it's just so cool. Like to think like 3 years ago, would we have ever imagined an Apollo Crews singles title match at WrestleMania, or a fucking who else is on there that I totally forgot, but Apollo Crews or Cesaro singles match at Mania. Like those two guys.
Wait. Do you know this is Cesaro's first singles titles match at Mania?
He's not in a
every other time he's fought at Mania, it's been in a tag team or like a battle royal.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Cesaro, he's never had a singles match at Mania.
Oh, is he going to have a singles match?
Yeah, he's fighting. Oh, sorry, you didn't watch SmackDown?
I haven't finished it.
Oh, he's gonna fight Seth Rollins at SmackDown. Sorry.
For a title?
At Mania. No, he's just fighting Seth Rollins.
Oh, okay, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire.
That shit's gonna be gold.
But like Apollo Crews, right? Like just so like revitalized. And I've heard rumors he might go with Roman, like, which I would really like. Like this is like Apollo Crews always had the wrestling, and now he's fucking. I mean, maybe it's because Coming to America 2 came out. Maybe it's because someone booked it. I don't know what it is. But it's so good. I love it.
The reason why I almost had a spit take is because I just came from the most racist place on earth.
Of course, prison.
In jail, everybody is severely racist, and they say, I'm not gonna say the term because it involves a spear, but when I saw
a spear chucker
out with a spear and an accent, I was like, oh my god, what are they doing to this
question?
I was like, who thought of this shit? Oh man, if the people in jail would watch wrestling and seen that, they wouldn't shut up about that just that character alone.
Yeah, the thing is what you just said, Bretsky. Can you imagine if I want to call him Apollo Trash, but no, he's Apollo Crews. Can you imagine if Apollo Crews, because Heyman brought this out of him. Can you imagine if he does like bend the knee to Heyman, which means he has to bend the knee to Roman, and then it's Roman, Apollo, and main event Jay. Then if Jimmy comes back, like that would be a mean ass. They could literally hold all the gold on SmackDown. But that would give Big E what he wants. Like he could main event and fight Roman.
Right. And like honestly, and again, like real quick, just like this is pure example of you can make anyone. Like Apollo Crews, love him as a wrestler, great, all the talent in the world, but never had a character. And it just shows that if you take the time to slowly, don't rush anything, just slowly build up a guy. He won the U.S. title, you know, he had those matches with Andrade, then he kind of simmered down for a little bit, and he moved to SmackDown, doing pretty well for himself. I loved the way that they got him into the IC title picture with the lumberjack match. I loved that. Then they had a whole thing with Heyman. It's a slow build. It's developing the character. That is how you do it. Because I think Apollo Crews is a prime example right now of how you develop a character and how you start building someone into a legitimate contender. Because they've done everything right since he's moved to SmackDown.
This is a hell of a tangent, guys, because this is going off of most charismatic MJF.
Yeah, you're right.
Most improved was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
All right, if we're going from when she started AEW till now, then yes.
Yeah.
Because you could also argue for Roman Reigns becoming our tribal chief leader.
That's true.
That is.
You could argue who else? There was somebody else I had in mind, damn it.
Johnny Gargano, because he's getting stale.
Always
well,
been.
His matches have always been great, whether heel or face. So it's not like he's improved.
Yeah.
Roman's matches have gotten better. They're not just like
promos too.
Promos have way improved. I don't know who else could be like.
I mean, I think it's fair enough to give it to the Doctor. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
No, I think this was the one that Anna Jay was second on, actually, because she was like a nothing until she joined Dark Order, and then she became like so much better. I think she was behind Britt Baker and most of.
So out of the year 2020, the feud of the year was named John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston.
Bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah. But what was it? This is like a 3-week feud. It was like 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was not what?
I mean, the promos were good, but feud.
Yeah, but it was like 2 weeks of promos.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean feud of the year? This is feud of the year. Like Orange Cassidy Jericho was longer than this.
I would have given this. I would have given it to either Orton Edge or Orton McIntyre.
Either one. Don't care. I'd have gave this to Lana versus Tables.
Oh, that should have been it. Oh, that should have been it.
That was 7 weeks. That's a feud. A feud got to go through multiple pay-per-views. That's a feud.
Yeah.
They had one pay-per-view match. One.
Even
maybe
Jay
3
versus Roman could have beat this feud.
Jay Uso versus Roman is a way better feud.
Oh my God, yeah.
Trash. I don't care how much I like both guys. This was a trash ass pick.
Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Otis versus Ziggler was a better feud than this.
Oh my God!
Because this was a one-off.
No.
Oh, whoa!
You're going too goddamn far now. You're going too goddamn far. Hell, FTR versus the Bucks was a better feud than this.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
That was a better feud than what, Eddie Kingston and Mox.
That's true. Because it wasn't. That's true. It was an actual feud. You're right. Eddie Kingston and Mox was a one-off.
It was a one-off. I mean, fucking, I don't know. Murder Hawk versus Cody probably was a better feud than this.
Well, how about this? Wrestling match of the year was the Young Bucks versus Adam Page and Kenny Omega at AEW Revolution.
Yeah, well, no. This match was lit. And wait, are we going off 2020?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
We're going off 2020. Damn. He only did this because he wants to, like, help the Bucks revolutionize tag team wrestling, which I get. He's just lucky I can't think of a match like off the top of my head.
All the takeovers we reviewed, we almost came in our pants on almost like all the matches.
Well, yeah, but you're right. All right, so
the fucking.
So it either has to be an NXT match or Oh, well, no, I can't say.
Maybe
Oh
like
shit!
one of the Orton McIntyres or Orton Edge.
I
Roman
would not
Roman
say.
J.
I would not say Orton McIntyre. Oh man, Roman J.
Roman J. It comes closer to the
Or my personal match of the year was Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles ladder match.
Oh
That's
God,
good.
yeah. If it ain't got AJ Styles, I mean, it's got AJ Styles in it. Come on.
Yeah.
For some reason, like that Kofi J John Morrison match for WrestleMania.
Oh, that was
sticking in
good.
my head. It was a good match, but the commentary you could hear. About to let your ass up, boy.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Like, yeah, the commentary that you could hear because there was no fans. Yeah, that Kevin Owens Seth Rollins match was good.
Ooh, yeah. But I wouldn't say that one was better than the Bucks and Paige and
It wasn't
Omega.
better. It wasn't better.
I
no,
personally, I would have gone with the triple threat ladder.
Yeah.
Sammy,
no,
AJ,
like-
and Jeff.
yeah, Sammy, AJ, and Jeff. Yeah, because the finish was just
Brilliant.
yeah. He fucking handcuffed his ear to the ladder.
Yeah, and then he still brought the ladder with him, and like it was like
Yeah,
the
It-
best mix of story and in-ring
And
action.
then-
It was like
and that
the
was
Roman-
Sammy- that was
The
Sammy,
ladder,
like-
and he threw the ladder like
Yeah.
yeah, and then like it was Sammy coming back to say he's a true Intercontinental Champion. Then he actually won it. Like, yeah,
Plus, this was one of the last times we saw AJ Styles without almost or Mimosa.
yeah, without
So
yeah.
this led to Mimosa, and Mimosa is the best
Mhm.
thing in the world right now. What's your favorite color? Red. It's mauve.
It's malls. What the fuck? Jesus, oh my god. I mean,
I love him.
there was a lot of great matches. Last year. Yeah, man, that's just.
I mean,
tough.
Bucks versus Omega and Paige is up there.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
definitely,
wouldn't say it was
it's-
the best.
It's definitely up there, but I don't even know. I mean, I would have to go through and look at tag matches. Was that really the best tag match? Because I mean, we got
I think that was the best tag match. I would say that was
I
the
don't know,
best
because
tag match.
think about it. That was what last year. That was last year, and then remember Undisputed Era had them tag belts last year. Remember that match they had with
Oh
fucking
yeah.
when it was Roddy and Kyle versus like Mustache Mountain?
Oh yeah.
Or think about any of them takeover matches when Undisputed Era had the belts and they were defending it. They
You're
had
right.
some burners. They had some real burners with guys who were like legit. I don't know. Did they fight DIY? That might have been a fucking.
Do you
match.
think
No, there was something with
Young
DIY this year though, and at
Young
the
Bucks versus Paige and Omega was better than Finn versus O'Reilly?
No, wait, but that was New Year's Evil. That was 2021.
no, there was the first one
It
was
the first
2020.
one. The first one.
Well, all right, so Bucks. Bucks versus.
They're
Can
different
you-
matches.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I just said I don't know if it was the best tag team match. So if it's not, if there's a doubt in my mind, it wasn't the best tag team match. I don't know.
He should have separated these. He should have did a
I'll-
tag one and a singles one.
He should have did
Yeah.
a singles one and a tag one. Yeah, you can't just do match of the year. The singles and tags and even triple threats are like all different.
Yeah.
Best on interviews, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah. Him or MJF.
Him or MJF, but it's probably all right. MJF cuts great promos.
Not sure he doesn't really interview that often.
He doesn't interview that often. He cuts great promos. Eddie Kingston goes off the cuff at an interview or a promo, and they're always good. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with him.
Tag team of the year,
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks.
Nope,
mean-
not one bit.
Whatever, man. All right, wait. How are they the tag team of the year if the best match of the year they lost? In theory, shouldn't it be who they lost to is the best tag team of the year?
He's right. He's got a point. He's got a very valid point.
I mean, those guys should be tag team of the year because the Bucks were losing a lot that year, while those guys were winning, also won the belts, and had the longest reign as tag team champs in that company.
If the situations were reversed and AEW had been around for 50 plus years and WWE's only been around for a year and a half, do you think these awards would be the same?
No.
I think they'd be flipped.
Okay.
Of course, they'd be flipped.
Yeah, because I'm thinking this still has the brand new car smell to AEW and Meltzer.
Well, he would probably be sucking WWE's dick, and he would hate AEW because they've been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
Most outstanding wrestler is different than wrestler of the year. Okay. Most outstanding wrestler is Kenny Omega,
No.
but the wrestler of the year is John Moxley.
You're right. Kenny Omega cannot be the most outstanding wrestler of the year because he was in a kind of middling-ish, even though they were champs tag team. Then he did nothing, and then he was a heel and champ and won it in a stupid way. I would not say he's the most outstanding.
I want to say he's only saying best wrestler of the year is John Moxley because he was the PW 500 #1 guy, which they critiqued that on a different category than probably most outstanding because they critiqued that as who did he wrestle, how many times did he wrestle, how good were his matches, how good are his opponents in his matches, and like is it must see.
Okay, we know this list is fuck shit. We can agree.
Yeah.
With that. This is disgusting. This list, but if we could vote,
Mm-hmm.
screw outstanding. Let's go with best.
Okay,
Best wrestler of the year between us three.
yeah.
Roman Reigns or McIntyre. Who is the best wrestler of the year?
McIntyre because he was around the entire year.
Okay.
I would
2020.
if Reigns
has been more memorable, but yeah, McIntyre has been around.
McIntyre carried Raw. Like if you were watching Raw, you were watching it for one reason before Roman and during like the no fans era, and it was to see Drew McIntyre because MVP in the Hurt Business that didn't come out till like halfway through the year or so, like because that saved Raw, but McIntyre for the time period that he was in, like from the beginning when there were still fans in 2020, he was killing it by winning the Rumble.
Technically, Bobby Lashley was there the full year.
Yeah, but the Hurt Business wasn't.
Yeah, but MVP was trying to sway him away early, remember? And there was supposed to be a Lashley Drew McIntyre fight for the title like in March, but they kind of like dropped the storyline and then went with Orton, and then MVP made the Hurt Business when they got Shelton in April.
Well, no, he still got the title fight. What's his face? Lashley still did get the title match. That was when he broke up with Lana. That was at Backlash.
But then like MVP built him up and then fucking came out.
Well, but like McIntyre carried Raw. Like him and Orton carried Raw.
Yeah. If you're gonna give me McIntyre Orton,
that's who the other guy I was trying to think was. Orton and Roman. Those two were the. Let me see. I was trying to think of somebody else.
If you're giving me Roman, McIntyre, Orton, wrestler of the year, I might have to pick Orton.
I would also think I'd have to go Orton.
Yeah.
If not, Orton elevated McIntyre. Orton elevated McIntyre even more.
Yeah. If Orton's not in the mix, it's definitely McIntyre because he carried the show. Like he took it up to April Mania, got the title, carried it to then. He carried the no fans era, then the Thunderdome era. But yeah, Orton with Edge leading to April, then Orton and McIntyre for like 4 months, and then now Orton with the Fiend, now Orton with Bliss. Like Orton has been great for a part-time guy. He's killing it because he's only doing once a week.
My 2 cents in this, in support of Roman Reigns, is sure Drew was carrying Raw this whole time, and Roman wasn't around the whole year. However, when Roman returned and then turned heel, all eyes were on SmackDown, and SmackDown's ratings are destroying Raw, better than the entire year Raw has had, where Drew McIntyre has been on top the whole time. Roman comes back in the middle of the year, and all of a sudden SmackDown's the new hotness now, and everything Roman's doing is must see as our tribal chief. So my vote would be for Roman Reigns for Wrestler of the Year.
Absolutely fair.
I understand. It's fair. I'm
But
still gonna go with Orton.
Hey, our list is way better than this fuck shit list.
Of course. All right, what's next on your list?
That's it. That was the whole list, gentlemen. We made
Wait, Wrestler of the Year was it on the Mangria list? Did
We gotta.
everything else.
Who's our woman of the year? Who's our woman of the year?
I don't even think they said that one, did they? It
Didn't I have
said
a woman?
Ric Flair,
Yeah.
Wrestler of the Year, Outstanding Wrestler, Tag Team, Best on Interviews. No, there is no woman.
All right, so for
That's
women's wrestler of the year,
Women's
Bailey.
Wrestling MVP.
I agree, Bailey.
Bailey.
Women's Wrestling MVP,
What the
Is-
fuck?
but
Oh, it's
not,
Bailey though.
not wrestler, not female wrestler of the year. It's Women's Wrestling MVP Bailey.
Good.
Which I agree with.
Good.
Bailey was great this year. I mean, her and Sasha winning the titles, her and Sasha having the feud.
Yeah.
Even after the feud, her
Ding dong.
messing with Belair.
Oh, Ding Dong
idiot.
Hello, the game, the fucking talk show. I
Oh,
love
bro.
that.
Gold. Yeah. Where's Bailey been the last couple of weeks? And does Bailey not have a match? If Bailey doesn't have a great match lined up for her at Mania, it's all for shit.
No, it's gonna be her versus Cole. They gotta pull the trigger on that. They gotta pull the trigger on her
Oh,
versus
yeah,
Cole.
'cause she is fucking cold. Like, Cole, you get the coal miner uniform back. He
Oh
shows up in
yes.
the ring.
I wouldn't care how bad that shit would be, because that would be the
That shit
best.
would not be bad. It'd be entertaining.
Yes.
Well, gentlemen, since I've been incarcerated, the Mighty 20 have grown into the Mighty 31. I now have
Really?
31
Street
subscribers.
cred.
now.
Street
I don't know
cred.
how that happened,
Street cred.
but we now have the Mighty 31. So tell the 31 listeners who do not already know what you guys have told me. There is now a new show, right? It's with Andy. He's hosting it, and it's called The Blackout, correct?
Yeah. Oh, I was blacked out, and that's why I missed it when he sent the link. And I was asleep.
I was studying. That's also why I missed it.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know.
But there is
But-
it is a show.
Yeah. So it's not really a show. It's a show within a show. It's not really a show.
Okay.
It's just me and Andy probably being drunk, Sticks just getting off work, and then Bresky chimes in when he can. But now you're around, so if you want to jump on and say something, we literally talk about nothing, a little bit of wrestling, nothing about
Then
what
Andy-
we hate about wrestling.
Then Andy goes off on what's her face? That was the super fan for Bailey for about an hour.
God damn it!
Is
What's her
he?
name?
Izzy,
Yeah.
he goes off
Yeah.
saying how we would fucking like punt Izzy for about an hour.
An
That's
hour, and then if there's a pay per view coming up, we make predictions, and then he has to talk to Bryce. So that's about how it goes.
Okay.
But it's great because yeah, it's usually on Tuesdays, and I'm hammered. And then since we are talking about wrestling, I'll turn on Impact. You'll randomly hear me just yell shit in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
what's that,
we'll be-
that whole bitch?
Like we'll be talking about something like what's her what it was it Kira Hogan, whatever, what's her name? Yeah, like in the middle of like fucking I remember one of these like when we first did it, like we're fucking talking about something, and all of a sudden just out of the background Cesar drunkenly has not spoken for about 20 minutes. He goes, "Damn this bitch Hogan," like we're gonna like going off about it. I just randomly it's literally what you sounds like. You're not gonna remember it the next day.
Yeah.
But it's
Dude,
great.
I'll know those two black chicks came out and they were a tag team. I was like, damn, this bitch got a fat old ass. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm watching Impact. He's like, oh, are you talking about substance? I was like, yeah, I'm talking about that bitch. She's big as shit.
It's great. It's great.
Well, gentlemen, we have reached the end of episode 70, Resurrection.
right.
Julius
Emphasis on erection.
Caesar, Big Carpe. Shout out them plugs, buddy. What you got?
So you already know Julius_Caesar is the Instagram. If you don't, well, 11 of you didn't. So now Julius_Caesar is the Instagram. So I talk about fuck shit. It's just mostly memes, everyday life, shots of McNulty. You'll figure it out once you follow. If you don't, then you just fucking swear. And yeah, well, you don't see the DMs, but it's just me and Bresky DMing how much we hate Jake because he's about a bitch. And
Yeah, fuck
I mean, what are you gonna do, man? When you're a fat guy living in Connecticut, like
New,
sucking on
New
some other
Hampshire.
fat guy's dick, you like sucking on
Hampshire.
some other fat guy's dick so you can be champ. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Funko pops. He gets popped in the mouth with some skeet. And he's like, I'm the champ. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world because I take skeet better than anybody. Yeah, I hate that guy. God, I hate him.
The Great
Bullshit.
Gretzky, 99. What are your plugs, sir?
Well, dear listener, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's at the Great Bretsky 99. As the lovely gentleman, at least to me to my left, Mangria just said. Also, I do have a podcast of my own because, of course, everyone nowadays has their own podcast. It's called The Faux Pod. If you're Zanka and you need help spelling, it's THE space FAUX space POD. Haha, get it. You can follow on Instagram. It's at thefauxpod.cast. On Twitter, it's at thefauxpod_cast. And those Instagrams you can get, posts about the Instagram. You can get like posts about new episodes, throwback episodes. We have joke of the week polls whenever the guest, provides a joke of their own. Yeah, so
Never
basically,
answered one. Never answered one.
I appreciate the support, Cesar.
Mhm.
Yeah, so basically just just me shooting shit with a friend of mine. I've had Mangria on, I've had Cesar on. It's a lot of my college friends, but definitely I've got a lot of the surreal. I've had, unfortunately I've had Jake on. I was kind of desperate. I had Zanka, I've had Sticks, I've had Andy. So I have a lot of those guys on. You can basically get to hear me talking about my experiences with a bunch of other people from all across the world, all across different ages, different locations, guys, girls, anything, just talking about life, talking about how they're dealing with COVID, talking about just a bunch of other fun shit, random shit that they want to talk about. You can learn something new about someone you already know, or you can learn about an entirely new human being. Search The Faux Pod. That's THE space FAUX space POD. We're on everything: Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google, Good Pods, anything that you're using. Appreciate a follow, listen, subscribe, whatever you want to call it.
Alrighty, thank you there, gentleman Bretsky. Also, we have another spin-off podcast by our good friend Andy with an I. It's a Still Real Pregame, where him and Sticks and his son and his wife and Bretsky, and I'm guessing Cesar still does the pregame tips.
Well,
No, I actually haven't done those in a while.
The blackout's kind of within. The blackout's like a subset.
Yeah, I kind of just moved to the blackout and start just talking shit there.
Well, you can find that on Still Real Pregame YouTube, right? Is it Andy with an I YouTube? Okay, Still Real Pregame.
Still Real Pregame YouTube and Still Real Pregame Instagram.
It's still_real_pre_game.
There you go. Search that, ladies and gentlemen, the 31 listeners. Also, I am proud to say that as of today, APPW has made its triumphant return with episode 30. A lot of shit happens during this episode. I take it these gentlemen have not seen it. So go ahead and check that out.
I've seen a match. I saw the intro and I saw a match.
Go ahead and check that out. And the pay-per-view is coming up very soon. I'm going to try and rapid fire these things out to catch up to where WWE is at. I'm trying to get to Decent Mania on time, which is what, 20 days away or 10 days away?
15.
Oh,
15, man. Yeah. You brought 15. Yeah, Mania is like 15 days away.
Got a lot of work to do, but thank God Almighty that I'll be able to see WrestleMania. I'll be able to see NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, where we can give our official pretzel ratings back on track, baby. The Hangover is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure, I guess next week we gotta predict it both nights.
It's that close already? Holy crap!
Well, yeah, but if it's 2 weeks away,
because it's that week of Mania is Raw Monday, NXT Wednesday, Thursday, SmackDown Friday, Mania Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Well,
so
forgive me.
We have 2 nights of predictions.
Forgive me, Hangover listeners. I'm a little rusty. I got a lot of catching up to do. Still gotta catch up on the Still Real After Party podcast itself with the hosts Jake and Zanko. I've only heard the pre-Royal Rumble show, so I still got a lot of catching up to do. Jake already spoiled something that happened, major announcement of his. He spoiled it. It's pretty funny, actually. I'll talk about it on the next Hangover. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Thank you, gentlemen, for returning. The boys are back in town, people, and the band has come back together. So I altered my outro a little because I recently strengthened my relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. So, Linda's Bush, you have been retired. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got to say, all hail our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you and good night.